It drew me closer to God. Now I started to look at the character of God. The Bible says God is love. Now I started to look at him. Love is patient, love is kind, love is long-suffering, love forgives. So then I'm like, if my Father who is one with me is love, then I ought to become a woman of love. That's how I started to walk in love. That's how I started to train myself to be slow to anger, to train myself to forgive. I will not lie to you, before forgiveness was an issue for me. I found myself angry at someone for, I think, for a period of like 4 months. And that's the greatest regret of my life, that I allowed the devil to put bitterness and anger in my heart for 4 months, when actually it was just something so minor that the Lord wanted me to overlook. I promise you, like the Bible promises you, that persecution will come your way. He says, do not be afraid of what you will suffer, because he knew it was coming. It had to come your way. It's coming. But the most important thing is, these periods do not come to break you. These periods come to build you. They come to make you. They come to teach you to walk a certain way, to see life a certain way. They actually, if you're a minister of the gospel, you cannot escape persecution, or any Christian, you can never escape persecution. So pick yourself up, darling. Wipe those tears away. Look at yourself. Remind yourself who you are. Who are you? Remember, you are a child of God. You're one with Christ. You can't sulk forever. You can't cry forever. We have nations to preach the gospel to. We have sick people to pray for. Your whole life cannot rotate around, they did ABCD to me, and then do not run away from the situation, because regardless of where you run to, you'll still meet the same. But if you stay in one place and you deal with it and you go out of it, and then you let that period build you, make you let that period, like, you go before God and you let him deal with your heart in that period, I promise you that's going to be the best period of your life. You look back and you say, Lord, I thank you.